AlgoWorks presents Case Management App. Case Management App is a one-of-its-kind consolidated solution to any case-related issue that is affordable, saves time, and increases efficiency. This video will give you a good understanding of how the configuration works for case flag, case merge, and case split. Let us now look into the configuration for case flag. Case flag prevents delay in response to customers by helping you work on the highest priority cases, thereby preventing SLA violations. In the Case Manager configuration on the first tab, we have the option to set flags that correspond to different time intervals and different colors, and these flags attach to the different cases in the case view in Salesforce. So in order to set this up, we need to first select the number of stages in a case flag. What this means is how many different options we want for time intervals and the corresponding flag colors. This can range anywhere from 2 options all the way up to 7 options. For this demo, we'll choose 5 options. So once we have selected the number of stages in a case flag, we want to then determine the time interval in hours and the color of the flag that corresponds to that time interval. So for the first stage, we can make this, for instance, 0 to 2. For the second stage, we could set this to 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 7, and 7+ hours. And so with that, we can also determine the color of the flag that makes the most sense for you. So for the first stage, I set it as green for this flag, but then let's say for the last stage, we want to set this as black, and maybe for the middle stage, we want this as yellow. And so what we can know is that this corresponding stage, stage 3, when the case is 4 to 6 hours, then the color of the flag will be yellow. And so after we have all of this set up and we've determined what we want right here, then we can go down into the flag age options. So to set this up, we have 2 different options to start off. For the first, we can set the flag age using the organization business hours. So with this option, this will be more of the business day. So this will be 9 to 5, 10 to 6, whatever your business hours might be. And then this option sets the flag as using the standard calendar hours. So this will be the full 24 hours in a day versus just maybe 8 hours in a day for the organization business hours. And that's how the flag time will be calculated. And so the next option is to reset the flag on case owner change. So let's say the case is changed from Bob to Laura. If we change that, then this flag might change from a red or a black flag or a yellow flag back down to 0 and the corresponding green flag in this case. And the second option right here is to send an email notification to case owner on setting up or clearing of case flag. So if we clear the flag off the case, then this will send an email notification to the case owner so that way they know what's going on. And then when we're all set, once we've selected our options that we want, then we click Save. And our settings will be saved and they will be applied to the cases. I hope you have now understood the configuration for case flag. Now comes the configuration for case merge. Case merge helps to remove duplicate cases by merging the related cases. This keeps cases clean and actionable. Let us now begin the tutorial for configuring the same. In the Case Manager configuration on the second tab, we have the Merge tab. What this allows us to do is find duplicates of cases and merge those cases with our criteria into one master case. And so the first thing that we can select right here is the merge case limit. So by selecting this, we can set a number from 2 to 9, and this determines how many cases we can actually merge at one time. And so the next section is select fields for sorting. So once we've actually received the search results of our duplicate cases, once the app has found duplicates, this is determining how they are actually ordered and how they're sorted. So we're going to sort these by, for instance, account ID in ascending order. We can do created date in descending order. You can choose any kind of different thing that you want right here in order to actually sort the cases that are returned to us when we have searched them. In the next section, we have select fields to query case records. What this allows us to do is to actually set up the criteria that we want to find the duplicate cases that we're looking for. And so, for instance, for right here we have account ID. So if we select the account ID and equals, this means that we will return a specific account that we're looking for. So let's say we're looking for all of one type of account from Verizon, for instance. So if we enter their account ID, this will only give us the exact Verizon accounts that we want back for the duplicates. Now, if we do not equal to, it means that it'll give us all of the accounts that aren't the Verizon accounts. And so for the next one, we have subject. So subject, we have it set up so it contains. So this is useful for instance, email chains. So if we have different emails going back and forth, we'll have the original subject, and then we'll also have emails that have reply, which has like the RE colon or forward. And so with this, it allows us to actually include all of the cases that were created with the original subject, and then also those subjects with maybe additional lettering in them, such as the reply or forward. And so for the third one, we'll open this drop-down menu. And in this drop-down menu, we have different criteria which are determined by Salesforce that just come with Salesforce, such as account ID, company, owner ID, and we also have custom fields such as case flag age, which was created when we downloaded the case manager configuration, and any other fields that are set up by you, the user. And so for this one, let's select close date. And so when we select close date, if we go to the operator, these operators are different than the other operators. And for this one, we'll do less or equal. So what this means is that we'll find dates that are older or equal to the date that we have entered. So for this, we can put in this year, month, and day format. For instance, let's say you put in January 1st of this year. It'll give you all the close dates that are older than January 1st of this year. And so once we're all done with this, then we can move on, and we have the option right here to do a custom formula. So these are all right now an AND function. So it must be, in order to find a case, it must be account ID and the subject we entered and the created date. While this allows us to change that a little bit by using or and any combination of those things. So then when we're done with that, then right here we have the option to send an email notification to case owners after merge. So if we toggle this on, then once we do the merge, every case, the case owner that have those cases will be notified, so that way they know that they have been merged into the master case. And so once we are done determining kind of what our search criteria is going to be, then we can actually select the objects that we want in the case to be actually merged. So what this means is, like, for instance, we'll have comments on the case, emails, attachments, activity, things like that. And so we can check which things we want here to actually be merged together into the master case. And for instance, let's say we don't want emails, or we do want emails. We can toggle that on and off in order to determine what actually objects we want to be merged into the master case. And so when we're all done with that, we go through and make sure everything looks good. And then we simply hit validate and save. And when it says successfully saved, we're good to go. I hope you enjoyed the configuration for case merge. Let us now dive into case split. Case split adopts a one issue for one case philosophy, which helps in managing complex cases. It's time for us to begin with case split configuration. The third tab in the Case Manager configuration is the Split tab. This allows us to split one case into multiple cases and assign it new owners.
From this tab, we can configure which things we would like to actually split up into the new respective cases. So this can be the case comments, case emails, case activities, anything we want like that. And we can simply select which ones that we want. And then when we're finished, we also have the additional option to send an email notification to case owners after split. So for this, we'll select that. And then when we're finished, we simply save the configuration. And when it says successfully saved, we're ready to go.
In this way, you can choose to customize the Salesforce configuration and be at ease for our onboarding process and customer support. Case management is a one-stop solution for your Salesforce customer support practice. Got any questions? Shoot us an email or follow us